Hi, I'm Grant, and I'm a runner. Before 2023, I had never ran before in my life. It was something that was brand new to me. It was exciting. It was something that I was enjoying doing. A good way to clear my head and get out and just be more active. Yeah, so 2 years ago, I signed up for my first full marathon. Had never ran a day in my life and kind of just jumped into a training program. I was reading online and trying to learn about the course and figure out what I was getting myself into. One of the things that you see all over the place is that, oh, Austin's a hilly course, hilly course. Kind of like a daunting race for the first time. You're running 26 miles. You're not really sure how that feels, how your body's gonna feel. You've done training, even on the longer run, sometimes you break down. So that was always a concern going into it. But when I got out there, the adrenaline started pumping, you got the fans around, ran the entire race. That was something I was really proud of after my first marathon and kind of fueled me going into my next races that, hey, you can go out there, you can run this distance. The Oklahoma City Marathon was coming up just a few months after, and we went straight into another one. All right, so now we're 2 weeks out from jumping into my first trail run and my first ultra. We're doing the 50K in Austin. A couple months ago at the end of summer, I had signed up for more of like a fun and exciting run, went out to Washington State and did a downhill trail style marathon. There's a 2,000 foot elevation drop. So it was kind of gradual across the whole course. So it was really fast, really fun, just kind of like the beauty of being out in the wild and being on something that wasn't pavement. It felt really good. It felt really exciting. It kind of pushed me towards wanting to maybe up the level. One, do a trail run, and two, maybe I can run further than a marathon. Again, the same buddy who got me into my first race, we were doing some research and saw that there was one coming up in Austin. I live in Houston, he lives in Oklahoma City. It felt like the stars were aligning perfectly on that. Preparing for the 50K, I tried to get a little bit deeper into the trails, got onto like some mountain bike single tracks and tried to step that up a notch. Being an employee at Sun and Ski, been here for about 4 years. It's just introduced me to a lot more of the gear and just the whole technical aspect and just the communities in general. Just having access to all of our different vendors and brands, having the ability to try out different things, really got me more excited about the sport. Race week, we went and checked out the course and got a good night's sleep. In the morning, it was already kind of peaking into the 70s. It was looking like it was going to be mid to high 80s throughout the day. So that was a little nerve wracking. You sign up for a November race, thinking that the weather is going to work in your favor, but being in Texas, you can never trust that. The way the course was set up is there are 3 10-mile loops. The first loop went really well. Fuel up on water, get a few more gels, and then got back out there anxiously for the second loop. At this point, it was probably starting to get into the 80s. It was a completely clear day, not a lot of tree coverage really at all on the course. Around mile 13 or 14, the legs start feeling a little weird, start cramping up a little bit in the calves. I knew I was pretty dehydrated. I really took that second loop, hydrating and recovering, a lot more seriously than I did on the first loop, but got back out there for the third and final loop. The legs were not really working anymore. Every time I tried to kick it into gear, just the cramps were setting in. Every time I stubbed my toe on a rock, a whole shock of cramps just go completely on my body. Got a nice jog in for the last mile and a half, but once I crossed the finish line, I kind of just fell apart.
Has your legs ever felt like that after a marathon?
No, so my legs have never felt like that in my entire life. It was something that I could not believe what's happening, honestly. And all of the marathons I've ran, like I've ran the entire race, and like being new to running, like that was something I was like pretty proud of. It's like, oh, I ran 3 marathons and I progressively got faster on every single one of them. And, I've never had to stop to walk, or cramps have not disabled me at the end of a race. And on this one, like it was just a completely different beast that I wasn't prepared for it. I thought I was taking the right steps to get prepared for the race. Had a long summer of running. I mean, in all honesty, I wasn't ready. There are things that I know I could have done different on race day, before race day. And so that's kind of where I left off with that first 50K experience. It was something that was the hardest thing I've ever done physically. I thought I was prepared. I wasn't nearly as prepared as I thought I was. It just makes me want to go try it again with the knowledge of experience. Every time I finish a race, compete in a race, I feel like I learned something new. And that's kind of what's driving me to keep going and try out more new things. Hi, I'm Grant, and I'm a runner, and I'll see you on the next run.